Alright, so here we go. We're gonna hop into Al Mazrah here. This is pretty new into the season here, and just trying to figure out what's going on in this particular map. So far I'm pretty happy with the way that it looks. It's still obviously a little glitchy, and I think that the gameplay itself needs to be tweaked a bit. Like, they've already done some of those changes. This was back when you couldn't buy a loadout. Gonna head to the train here. Those who played for Dansk, obviously, you know, I have fond memories of playing in Verdansk. There's a lot of people jumping for this train. So yeah, people who played in Verdansk know that there was a train strat where you could just hit multiple recons there. And it's much different than this train. I don't know, there's some okay loot on these trains, but it's not the greatest, and you can get contracts and things like that. So going back to the gameplay here, so I chose to opt out of landing on the train, because of course there was all those people. So landing on these ammo spots is pretty decent. There's quite a bit of loot available. And one thing that I like that they changed about the ammo stations is the old ones in Warzone 1 would only give you like 2 clips of what you were carrying, which doesn't make sense in my opinion. If you look at the ammo pile, it's like a huge pile of ammunition. So it didn't make sense that, you know, you just get a couple clips. So the new ones here, or the new Warzone 2 here, if you go to the ammo stations, it'll give you full ammo of whatever weapons you're holding. So just still figuring out, you know, what's what. This was, again, very early on in Season 1. It's actually been a while since I've seen this video, so I'm just trying to remember what I did as we're doing this. Let's watch commentary here, or rewatch commentary. I don't know what else you would call it, but the backpack is a nice addition, I think, to Warzone 2 here. Lets you carry quite a bit more, and then there's different types of backpacks. The bigger backpacks, the medium and large, let you actually carry a third weapon, which is pretty sweet. You know, you can have an AR, SMG, and a long-range option like a sniper or one of these marksman rifles. So that's much different than Warzone 1, that you were limited to just two guns at all times. Or not at all times, but 2 guns at most. So continuing to loot here. And we're down to 114 people, so, well, 112 now, extra people plus me. Now 111 plus me. People are dying pretty quick here, so I do find that the people do die pretty quickly, especially back around this time. That people didn't really know what was going on. So moving into the zone here, continuing to loot. There's a nice looking SMG. The boss P, that looks kind of like an MP5. So still not sure which one I want here, but I switched for the F-TAC. Okay. I think now I would have kept that 545, but again, I had no idea what was anything in this game. I don't think I had many even loadout weapons ready to rock. I was just kind of working off of ground loot. So continuing to work my way into the zone here, heading in towards the city. I think the mantling system in WarZone 2 here has been obviously superior to WarZone 1. But there's just some things like the looting system, and since this recording, they've already improved some of the interactions with the ground loot, so prioritizing different things. So here's a big, I think it's the police station to the right there. When you're playing DMZ, it's one of those locked spots you need a key to get into with a lot of AIs, but here in the regular BR, I think there actually is still a decent amount of loot in there. So it could be a good spot to go. It might be also one of the black site spots. So there again, having the backpack system, I can pick up an extra lethal. So in that case, I've got, I've got a Semtex so that I can be pushing buildings, but then I've also got a prox so I can hold buildings. So that's pretty sweet. Self-revive off the ground. Let's go. I don't like those types of sites at all. That little diagonal thing throws me off. So I'll switch to the Fennec. Good call. Fennec's actually super strong right now. The only downside is it burns through ammo like crazy. But again, that's what makes it so good. You can delete one person, provided you're not missing shots. So I don't know if I hear something here, but I'm certainly slowing down. Yeah, oh yeah. So I think I hear someone up top. So I'm gonna just head out there and get him with the Fennec. So, I went through 23 bullets very quickly there. He nearly pulled a fast one on me, but the aggressive move worked. Yeah, I was happy that I pushed in that situation. Yeah, muni box over procs. There you go. So I've got the 2 clays. I've got a muni box, a plate box. Pick up his. Oh no, I'm gonna stick to the F-tac. Okay.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
And it looks like I've got to go a little ways here. So I think I'm gonna grab that vehicle and start rotating in. So I'm just looking to see if there's anyone there.
Enemy UAV active.
Don't see anyone. Pick up the bounty, get a bit of information, see where someone might be. These LTVs are actually quite nice, so I started getting beamed there. And that was a bad decision by that guy. Bad decision.
Alright, I'll give you my money, bro. I'll
he starts, so the procs chat is new in WarZone 2, so he wants me to, let him live. I just chose to completely ignore him. Self over plates. I would have taken that Lockman if I were to redo it, but I digress. Hop into this LTV. So yeah, these are pretty strong. Another new thing that they added in WarZone 2 was gas. So you have a tank. You can actually run out of fuel, and then you're dead in the water. It's also got a pretty clear indicator of damage, which is nice as well. So I'm just ripping along these train tracks, getting into the zone here. And you can see my bounty is in the heart of the city. So I could have tried to hold that person out, but I opted just to, prioritize zone placement.
Enemy UAV overhead.
So heading for this buy station, you see there's a dude there on the train. Thinking about doing something there, then there's another guy in this tack rover, so that thing's just about dead. So I choose just to get out of there. Too much going on there for my liking. And I'm gonna go get some fuel. That's the other thing, of course, if there is fuel that you need, they decided there's got to be a place to get it so that it could be a renewable tank. So all you got to do is head to any one of these fuel stations and it'll repair your vehicle and fill your tank at the same time. So you hear the old school ding ding as you roll over the thing, and you'll hear on the proc chat.
We got company now, buddy.
Some dudes there.
Welcome to the Cum Zone.
And then you'll see him in this door here, yeah.
Quivering clit, double-jointed pussy, fresh balls.
So as you can see, it's refueling and repairing.
Ejaculation. First the
This
kiss,
guy doesn't want the smoke.
then the
I was
cum.
happy just to refuel.
My dick is a
And then I actually hit the wrong button there. I tried to do a switch seat.
Stuff my dick into a furnace.
Instead I climbed to the roof.
My cock.
And then you see there's a guy above me. So I'm like, I'm just gonna get out of here. I'm not keen on fighting two people from that particular spot. But then I realized, maybe I can get up on this roof here. Then I miss him. So he's got to be fully cracked. So I'm going to plate up.
Contract clear. Time's expired.
I'm just missing my shots completely. He's getting
Gas is
all of
moving.
his shots.
Get to the new safe zone.
I'm going to change the fight. Get smoked again. And there you go. Pull out the clays. Protect the way back here in case he wants to push. And then let's go have a look at this guy again.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
Well, I think the one guy got killed there because there's some... Oh, and I almost cracked him. I might have been able to push in that situation, but I was not feeling aggressive on this day. By this point, he's definitely replated.
Gas is inbound.
No shots there. So he's heading for that loadout. And I decide loadout sounds like a good idea. But knowing that that guy is also being over there, I'm approaching cautiously. You can see him there jumping into his vehicle. And I just want to try to scare him away so that I can go get my loadout. The way the vehicles drive, I think, need to be adjusted just a tad. Okay, so I do have loadout weapons here. The AK-74U and an SPR 208. And he starts to light me up a bit there, so I get out of dodge. Just try to reset the fight here.
Got loot here.
So heading over to this buy station here. what I'm gonna try to buy there. Maybe a UAV. I've got a self-res and one in the pocket. Yeah, so UAV's been taken. The butts and plates. So kind of a waste. Wasn't really anything there worth picking up. And now the gas is pushing me. So I'm gonna make my way in. And just using the LTV to safely rotate. Coming up to the edge of the map here, I can give myself a good chance to, you know, have a good line of sight and also limit the angles that the other soldiers can come at me. I see this guy getting out here, there's a fight happening. So I simply just take advantage. That guy was not paying attention. The third party is super strong. That guy's got an RPK. I think I actually switched. Yeah, see, I've only got two attachments on that cast-off.
Gas is closing in.
Grab the airstrike. I thought I picked up a better gun here. Yeah, there it is. So, slightly better cast-off. 7-4U. Still another loadout sitting right beside me there. So, I've only got about half fuel. Good amount of health left. So I'm just gonna reset here. I'm checking all the corners, all the little hidey holes, the bushes. I want to make sure that no one's gonna come up behind me. And as the gas is coming in, it's a good time to, you know, look behind you as the gas pushes other players in. That's sometimes can be a good spot to get that. It's not quite as effective as maybe a third party, but you know they're still thinking about the gas. So they got to be running in. Anytime someone's tack sprinting, they don't have their weapon out. So not a great AK-7 for you, but better than the one I have. And then this SPR. When I used it, I didn't actually realize that the SPR was, you know, maybe closer to a DMR. But certainly a two-shot, not a one-shot sniper, but I've got it built like a one-shot sniper, so if that guy gets smoked, so I know that there's someone over in that direction, and I just saw him, he's behind this rock here. So I'm just going to hold him, see if I can't get a shot. And how does that miss? And I can actually hold on that vehicle, which is nice. So again, the zoom is okay on this, it's just, it's not very strong. This guy's kind of in a bad spot here.
Gas is moving.
Broke all his plates there, so good shot, good headshot. That should be a kill, in my opinion. You know, headshot with the sniper, but whatever. Especially at this range, like we're not that far out. still just hard scoping that. Obviously, someone could have gone in behind me. I missed my follow-up shot there. But no one is pressing at this point. I think they're busy fighting. So I'm going to go have a look at this guy with protection of the LTV. I think he's just hiding right over this bridge here. Yep. Puts me with the Semtex. There's another vehicle behind me. There's a guy sitting right there. So I opt just to put some distance between me and them. Continue to use the LTV as a shield, while this other vehicle continues to pester him as well. It's always helpful when there is another vehicle doing this in the final circle with you. Obviously you can't plan for that, but if you're the only vehicle, then everyone just focuses on you, but if there's one other, then kind of divide the focus and increase your chances of staying up.
Gas is closing in.
So I'll lay some shots on that car. Nothing doing. Still using this LTV as cover. Five other players. Four other players. No one spectating. Sitting on 3 kills. Bit of extra protection there. I'm just waiting to see where the zone collapses.
Relocating the safe zone.
At this point, I am super pod committed with LTV. It's hard to get away from it when you've been sitting in it this long. Reposition. Still inside the gas. Actually, I could have played it up here. I'm just realizing I've got a little bit of damage on my first plate. See a guy there? That's unlucky. That is unlucky for him. So now it's 1v1, and I see him. Totally missed my shot. This guy just wrecks me. So I want to peek to see if he's pushing. He is. He's not pushing, he's just kind of sitting there. Okay. Holding that rock. I totally missed my stun. So I instead opt to get out of there. He starts to shoot at me. Okay, one nice shot on him, hit him with the stun, and finish on the headshots. First ever WarZone 2 victory. This is the Canadian operator here. You'll notice it's different than the guy I spawned with, because there was a glitch at the start, but felt pretty good about this. They give you rankings after you finish, so they called me a scavenger. 5 kills, 6. I don't think I think that's a glitch. I don't think I killed any other of those guys. And that's it. First WarZone 2 win.